Now, with regard to supplements, there is mounting evidence to suggest that even with a well-balanced diet, it is impossible to get enough of certain nutritional substances. One of them is creatine, an important component in the phosphocreatine compound within the muscle itself, necessary for maximum energizing and growth. I first started hearing about the positive effects of creatine a year and a half ago, as a remarkably large number of my phone clients began reporting to me, unsolicited, that whenever they took creatine, they trained better and gained faster. I found this rather astonishing, as I don't ever recall, in all of my 33 years of bodybuilding, having heard such a resounding endorsement of any supplement. And while such would be endorsement enough for most, I remained somewhat skeptical. Then I was approached by Steve Bleckman, owner of Twin Lab, to lend my personal endorsement to his Creatine Fuel Plus. When I expressed my skepticism to Mr. Bleckman, he stated emphatically that the reason he wanted me in particular to endorse this product was because of my strict adherence to science in bodybuilding, and that this was the one supplement that had the greatest scientific medical research backing it. Mr. Bleckman knew that my main thrust with regard to nutrition was that the individual should seek to consume a well-balanced diet on a daily basis, and he agrees. He then explained that the research indicated that even when consuming a well-balanced diet, including up to 2 pounds of red meat a day, which is high in creatine, such was not sufficient to load the muscles with creatine. I responded by pointing out that I had never pretended to have exhaustive knowledge on the subject of nutrition or supplements, and that what he had just explained certainly sounded plausible. As telling testimony to his honesty and sound business ethics, Mr. Bleckman said he didn't want me to accept the endorsement offer on his verbal recommendation alone, and that he would send me the scientific literature on the subject of creatine's importance in fueling anaerobic high-intensity training. And he did, volumes of it, in fact. It was from a variety of researchers and nutritional specialists, and as all agreed that creatine added to a well-balanced diet increased the efficiency of high-intensity exercise, I ceased being so skeptical. Now that all remained was for me to try it personally. The past 6 years, I have worked 7 days a week to build my business. And when my business kept me working up to 10 hours or more a day, I decided to stop training for a while. Well, a while turned into 4 long years, and I slipped into the worst shape of my life. So when I finally decided to start training again on October 24th, 1995, I did so with some trepidation. Because my muscles had atrophied, or shrunk considerably, and I added 25 pounds of fat while having become very deconditioned, I feared that even mild or moderate intensity workouts would see me nauseous, sore, and feeling out of sorts. But none of that happened. While I was planning on holding back on the first several workouts, such has always been difficult, and it was this time. By the end of the first workout, I had realized that I had gone to complete failure in all of my sets, exerting 100% intensity of effort, and with a minimum of rest between sets. Not only was I not sick or tired, I literally felt indefatigable, as though I could go on indefinitely. And I gained 30 pounds of muscle or so the first month. That sounds like a lot, and it is, but remember, I was regaining muscle, which is always easier than gaining it for the first time. Having come back from numerous layoffs in the past, never had I felt this good, nor had I ever gained so much muscle in such a short period. And I attribute some of this, at least, to taking Creatine Fuel Plus daily. My phone consultation clients, not to mention Steve Bleckman, were right. Finally, a supplement that serves to truly augment a proper training and rest program. I don't want to mislead anyone. No supplement is magic. Without proper training, adequate rest, and nutrition, no one is going to gain optimally. For those not privy to the scientific research and literature, obtain an exercise science or physiology textbook, and usually in the first chapter, there is a complete section on the energy metabolism of muscles. In the subsection on the metabolism of anaerobic activity, there is considerable space devoted to the importance of creatine in fueling high-intensity exercise. It only stands to reason that muscles loaded with creatine will perform better and respond better. Simple enough.